So guys, we're officially down to the final 10 housemates of Big Brother Naija season 10. And you know what that means? It's time to break down each finalist's journey, their gameplay, highs, lows, strategies or no strategies, and what they need to stand a real chance at that 150 million grand prize. No bias, just facts. Let's gist. The final 10 are Kola, Imisi, Isabella, Sultana, Jason J, Mensan, Koyin, Kaybobo, Dede, and Faith. These guys have survived nominations, evictions, twists, and all of Biggie's wahala to get here. Now let's analyze them one by one. Mensan. Mensan was the first to lock in a finalist spot by winning Most Influential Player of the Week. His biggest strength, social capital. He's been one of the loudest, most vocal, and most dramatic housemates, loved and hated in equal measure. Now, the danger of his gameplay is that influence can look like manipulation. Some housemates accuse him of doing chores and being too helpful just to look good. Mensan insists that that's just his personality. Strategy or not, it worked because that influence gave me immunity and a finalist ticket. But let's not forget, his temper and outburst also got him stigmatized and sidelined. From his energetic entrance with the Kill the Chicken slogan, to fight that isolated him, to his messy fallout with Ivata, Mensan's game has been filled by emotions more than strategic. Still, those emotions got him to the finals, and that's a win on its own. Sultana. Sultana secured her spot by winning Head of House in week 9. Her biggest move of the game. She's not the strongest in arena games, but when it mattered, she delivered. From the start, Sultana flipped expectations of a conservative northern housemate by being rebellious, controversial, and unpredictable. She started with the Midnight Crew alliance, clashed with other women like Dede and Mide, sparked love triangles with Koyin and Jason J, and even made headlines for the P in Dede's box incident. Her strategy? Playing the underdog. She wasn't the loudest or the strongest in task, but she inserted herself in drama, relationships, and conversations that kept her relevant. That low-key yet disruptive energy carried her all the way to the finals. Kaybobo. Kaybobo's boldest move came when he answered the infamous red phone, sacrificing 10 million naira from the grand prize in exchange for a guaranteed finalist spot. Risky? Yes. Smart? Absolutely. But perception is tricky. Some viewers saw it as a boss move, others thought it was selfish. Beyond that, Kaybobo has mostly been the quiet guy in the kitchen. People compare him to White Money, but unlike White Money, cooking doesn't feel like a deliberate strategy here. It looks more like his safe space. He hasn't dominated arena games despite being athletic, and apart from clashes with Koyin and Mensan earlier on in the game, he's avoided controversy. His game is steady, low drama, and dependent on fan love. Imisi. From day one, Imisi has been trending, loved, hated, but never ignored. She came in with one clear strategy: adaptability and entertainment. Everything about her has been intentional, from her makeup and hairstyles to her dramatic outfits. I mean, who wears a boo-boo gown to a pool party? Yep, Imisi does. To even pretending not to understand English sometimes. She's crafted herself as unpredictable, which keeps viewers talking. She was initially ostracized for being too opinionated, but later built a sibling-like alliance with Kola that softened her image And her entertainment-driven strategy has worked. She's remained one of the most talked about housemates every week. Faith. Faith, the medical doctor, has been praised as one of the sharpest minds in the house. Analytical, calculating, and part of early alliance with Imisi. Faith knows how to read people, but that same sharpness is his risk. Some housemates and viewers see him as manipulative or over strategizing. He started quiet, but his fallout with Sultana and multiple confrontations, including the one that earned Bright Morgan a double strike, painted him as a villain to some. To others, he's just a reactive player who refuses to back down. Either way, his intensity and smarts have carried him far. Kola. Kola's game has been mostly quiet, built on relationships and alliances. He's been nicknamed a yapper for talking too much, but those connections have kept him safe. His biggest spotlight moment was being called one of Dede's fishes, a tag that followed him for weeks and will still follow him even after the show. His constant pursuit of a friendship with Dede, plus his sibling bond with Imisi, has defined his journey. Kola isn't a big driver of drama, but his alliance-based gameplay has kept him in the mix till now. Isabella. Isabella came in with full seductress energy. From her striking entrance, she's been linked to multiple ships or potential ships. From Kaybobo, Kaybobo, Bright Morgan, and eventually Koyin. Some flings fizzled, others got resistance, but she stayed consistent in her sultry, playful, flirty persona. Her game has been a slow burner, less about controversy, more about charm. She's built a fan base that loves her for being herself, even when her ships didn't sail. Jason J. Jason J made an early splash with a head of house win and has been in the center of drama ever since. High energy, bold, and often visible, which works both for and against him. He was also dragged into the fish narrative with Dede, which amused viewers since he has a girlfriend outside. Eventually, he distanced himself from Dede and focused more on Sultana, sparking late nights under the duvet bonds with Sultana. Jason J's gameplay is fueled by visibility, staying loud, active, and vibrant enough to remain in conversations both inside and outside the house. Dede. Dede has played the under-the-radar card. Quiet, steady, rarely in fights, except when the fish pond narrative made her the center of attention. From the first week when she refused to hug the guys, to being chased relentlessly by Kola, to subtle bonds with Jason J, her storyline has been about restraint and selectiveness. Was it a strategy? Probably not at first, but she leaned into it by carrying herself as a reserved, classy, and less controversial person. She has built a fan base that loves her for not being loose and for staying authentic. Koyin, the youngest finalist. Koyin has been one of the most versatile housemates. He sings, dances, acts, and brings non-stop energy. Fans call him the life of the party, and he gives his all in task and arena games. His journey wasn't all smooth. He had early fights with Kaybobo, and his daytime closeness with Dede versus nighttime bonds with Sultana painted him as a smooth player. At one point, it even led to a kiss with Sultana. Still, Koyin has proven himself resilient. He's been underestimated, but his fan base, the Koyinators, see him as a genuine game player who showed up, gave everything, and never held back. So looking at the finalists, my strongest strategic players are Imisi, Faith, and Koyin. Biggest power moves: Sultana's clutch of the head of house win, Kaybobo's 10 million naira sacrifice, and Mensan's influential immunity. The dark horses, I would say Isabella, Dede, and Koyin. Not always loud in the house, but silently building their fan bases outside. At this point, it's less about surviving and more about convincing the audience you deserve to win. And honestly, all 10 finalists have done just enough to gather loyal fans who see them as winners. Now, the big question: who has the largest fan base to take it all the way? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any juicy updates. Until next time, stay tuned.